come to you live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by the former Duke National Champion. Hasn't paid for a meal in Durham, North Carolina since 2002. It's Jay Williams.
Nor do I plan on paying for a meal anytime soon, my man. But you know what? Free food out here for these guys on the court tonight. They're ready to eat.
The Jazz control the tap. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size. But in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Mo Bamba goes to the right side. Gallinari off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting report.
Kenneth Faried rejects it. Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with the steal.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Jay, what do you make of the pressure on this franchise? Our whole country is watching.
Pressure makes diamonds, my friend. So if you're your jury, you're throwing everything at the wall and you're seeing what sticks. Because the goal is to win now. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, but right now.
Wide open look, won't go. Bledsoe with it up top. Leads a bucket. Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Dinwiddie into the front court. He'll run the offense. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Utah ball. James Harden missed his first. That one goes.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Bledsoe with the basketball. 10-4 is the score. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Substitutions, Utah.
And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
And he makes them both. To Harden. Faried. The jumper's off the mark. To Dinwiddie. Has a chance. Dinwiddie shot. No good.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Lets it fly from long range. Can't connect. Going to launch beyond the arc. Second effort. That pass taken away by Toronto. Knocked loose. Dives for it. Not afraid to mix it up. Dwayne Dedmon rocking the rim. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Not that time.
But if great shooters keep getting open looks, it's a matter of time before they start knocking them down. You have to start contesting some shots.
Griffin with a piece. That'll get out off the Raptors. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Entering the game for the Utah Jazz, number 21.
James Harden. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
It just seems like one of three things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a three. Pick your poison.
Doesn't have the touch. No good to Harden. Runner's good there.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. Big finish at the rim.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something, get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
From the painted area, won't go there. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. From long range. Off the iron. No good. Backcourt. Desperation shot here from half court. That'll do it for the first quarter. Jazz have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. It's the Raptors with the basketball. To Howard. Another chance. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Match up.
Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
Oh, you can't do that.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Team foul number 1.
Smith, Jazz pick it up.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Harden, shot off the mark. Good defense. And scores. Strong take.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Can't connect from in close. Smith. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Into the game for Toronto, number 12, Tyreke Evans.
Kenneth Faried able to recover with the block. That's his 3rd block this evening.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
I got some for him.
Fires the 3. Cleans it up. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Toronto has the basketball. To Howard. Nice pass to get things going. To Fareed. Bledsoe. Howard with the rebound. And stuffs it home.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
And scores.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Knocked loose. Bledsoe with it up top. His team up by 7. Eric Bledsoe. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Learn from that. You got to be a step ahead of the offensive player. Know that fake is coming again later.
Oh, whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
Number 23, Blake Griffin. And number
Kenneth Fareed sends it away. It's Jazz ball.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
To Dinwiddie. And scores, plus the foul. You have to respect every part of his game. Blake Griffin going to the line for a chance at 3. Blake Griffin trying to cash in on a 3-point play. For his career, 68%. Free throw up and good as he finishes off the 3-point play. The lead is down to 6.
I got him. Here we go. Here we go. Cut it. Cut it.
Gets a look. Can't hit.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
And they called the foul. Felt a breeze there, Jay.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Oops, he missed the first one. Missed the second one as well. Bledsoe. Fires the 3. That's how you defend.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Oh, yeah, 2 points.
To Seth Curry. Tyreek Evans snatching it out of the air.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
To Seth Curry. Not going down for him this time. Griffin to Evans. And count the basket inside.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Keep on trying. Shot's no good there. Dinwiddie into the front court. The margin is 2. Halftime on the horizon. Jazz will take a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Dinwiddie. Won't go. Superman, Dwight Howard, 2 of 4 now.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
And the rebound taken by Griffin. Deep 3 at the buzzer. So we head to intermission all tied up in what's been a tight one from the start. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports. All even to the first half of play as we get rolling once again here in the third quarter. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Ah, the monster stuff.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
It's Harden. Just off the mark.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into...
Oh, ferocious slam inside.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Harden into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. James Harden, 4 out of 10. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Match up, match up, match up.
Driving right to the basket. Dwight Howard pins it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Shot from the lane won't go. Harden in possession. His group now down 2. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Yeah, I've been in this situation before. Just raise your hand. We got to switch.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Tyreke Evans here against Harden. To Howard. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Dwight Howard, a couple of free throws on the way. 56% for his career. First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. It's James Harden once again. Oh, straight down the middle for 2.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Dinwiddie into the front court. Tie game, 3rd quarter. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
What I like about Spencer Dinwiddie is that he's a worker. I remember he got hurt his last year in college at Colorado, still decided to take a chance on himself, went into the draft, got drafted 2nd round, and now I see him still defining and refining his game.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Missed the foul shot. Dinwiddie with the basketball. Our score all even in this 3rd quarter. Oh, they called the foul, Jay.
A simple touch foul.
Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Substitutions, Utah.
Smith. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
One of the hardest working guys in the league, and that's how he got his money. That's his skill set. That weight room continues to pay off.
The drive, right to the basket. Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
Rock-a-bye, baby. Oh, yeah, he rocked him to sleep on that one.
Off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
And finishes strong.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Harden. Tough shot. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
He throws it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Knight into the front court. Leads a bucket. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Oh, they call him for the foul.
Just a tic-tac foul.
time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
And the penalty. Subbing in for Toronto.
Got a piece of it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Knight into the front court. Game's all tied in the final minute here in the third.
Oh, denied! As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Harden, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going up.
Nothing going here on that drive. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Toronto with the basketball. He gets it.
Okay, you don't get a 10 for style points, but it worked.
Hands up, hands up, hands up.
Harden. Off the mark. Gets to the basket and scores. Deep three at the buzzer. That's the end of the third quarter. The Jazz out in front. It's Utah basketball as we begin the fourth quarter, and they'll be looking to finish strong.
And when you play stingy defense on one end, the other end takes care of itself.
Harden to Fareed. And counted at the rim.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Oh, the whistle. Shea, take your hands off of me.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Driving right to the back. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. And the basket good at the rim.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Wide open look, won't go. To Harden. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Here's a chance from long range. Can't get the bounce. Throws it up. Oh, blocked away.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Mo Bamba at the line. First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. Dinwiddie into the front court. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Spencer Dinwiddie with the block. Incredible. 6 tonight.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Beyond the arc for 3. To Evans. To Dinwiddie. Down low for Griffin. Kenneth Fareed sends it away. Oh, the hustle keeps the ball in play. Mo Bamba. To Seth Curry. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Who needs Steph? Who needs Dell when you have Seth?
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Knocked loose. Jazz have it. Bledsoe. Rebound taken by Toronto. Smith now into the front court. His guys down 11. Count the bucket for 2.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Jazz have the ball. Bledsoe to Seth Curry. 4-3. Seth Curry off the mark. Good defense. Cashes in for 2. Now a whistle and a timeout for Utah. That's their first. Leaves them with 1 remaining the rest of the way. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Harden. Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Blake Griffin at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Seth Curry, down low, it's Harden. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Jazz pick it up.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Harden, that's off the side of the rim, short. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Brandon Knight matched up with Harden. Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
Got it.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Knight into the front court.
He sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. For 3, not that time. Smith with the basketball. He'll run the offense. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
That's actually not a bad move at all. You're applying more pressure on him by sending him to the line.
Dwight Howard at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. Misses the first. No good. Missed them both. The follow won't go either.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Count the basket at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Dinwiddie. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Cruises inside for 2.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. The deficit now up to 13. And he throws it down. Nuclear from Blake Griffin.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
And the finish at the rim.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Lets it fly from long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
It's the Jazz who come away with the victory as they win this one handily.